Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Steel Frags, and tonight we will be reviewing, man, I'm in love, from the house of ISSEY MIYAKE, Low AC, Pour Homme Intense. Man, this threw me for a loop, so I'm late to the party, guys. I know there's a lot of people who already know about ISSEY MIYAKE, but better late than never, and you're never too old to learn something new. So that's my lesson for today. Because I sure didn't think much of many designer houses, but this is right up to my speed. This is my style. So first off, I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in again. I know a lot of people have been requesting me to do more of these videos. I've just been really busy with some personal goals, but I will be trying to release a little more content a little more often here on the channel. Anyway, let's get into the fragrance. So first of all, we have this beautiful, I love this style, man. It is just sleek. You know, when you see it in a picture, it looks kind of cheap or cheesy, but when it's in your hand, man, that is just a really, you can tell that there was a fashion designer who really took their time in putting this bottle and color scheme together. So let's get into the notes real quick. I'm telling you, man, this one's a doozy. Now, this one was from 2007. This is not the original L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme, which was 1994. This is the intense version, which came out in 2007. Anyway, top notes are yuzu, bergamot, sweet orange, mandarin orange. The middle notes are nutmeg, lotus, cinnamon, cardamom, and saffron. And the base notes are incense, papyrus, ambergris, benzoin, and amber. So I just have to say this again because I really mean this. Starting off with my fragrance journey, everybody's journey is different. I started very early on with Middle Eastern fragrances, a few designers here and there, but mainly Middle Eastern fragrances and clones because they were affordable, they smell good, they're unique, and they're really good quality. This, however, is a house that I'm in love with now. They've just got themselves a new fan. I heard that the creator ISSEY MIYAKE, Mr. Miyake, actually I want to say he passed away last year. He had to been in his 90s because he was born in like 1930 something. But yeah, he has dozens of masterpieces. So this will not be the last ISSEY MIYAKE you see here on the channel. All right, so man, I gotta smell this again. I did wear this today, and it performs so well. Like I was blown away. But let me just take my time, revisit real quick, give you guys a full review. Two will do. Two will do. That's all you need. Ooh. So right out the gate, you get very deep, sharp citrus. Now, everybody says the citrus is yuzu. I'm not real personally familiar with what a yuzu lemon is or the yuzu fruit, but it is a citrus fruit. It's Japanese citrus fruit. And it is like, to me, it's a cross between like a lime and a grapefruit. It has that kind of smell. So it's tart, it's sour, but there's a hint of sweetness in it. There are also other citruses that you can pick up on, like mandarin. You can pick up on a little bit of lemon, but it's mainly mandarin, yuzu, and then there is this really, really fresh. I gotta look at the notes again. I believe that's the lotus. That real fresh, the lotus and the cardamom start to play because you get like this real fresh, just a hint of powder, but it's just a real fresh, clean spiciness. And the spices, of course, will come from the nutmeg, cinnamon, and saffron, which are all very pungent, but it doesn't come off that way. The lotus really smooths it off. That lotus gives it a floral component while the cardamom maintains the freshness. Oh my God, it smells so good. So you do get slight. I'm not making a clear one-on-one comparison. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that there's a similarity in the cardamom. The cardamom actually reminds me a little bit of a YSL Lannoy de Lome type of cardamom, if you will. It's kind of in that vein. It is not a whatever it's not a Lannoy de Lome clone. Just it reminds me of it a little bit. The cardamom. It's a very deep cardamom, and that yuzu just kind of takes all those spices and wraps it into like this tart, citrus, sweet, juicy, fresh, aromatic, spicy bubble. And then in the dry down, you start to get woods and incense. Now, this is not a heavy incense. It is. It actually reminds me of what is that incense? I can't remember it. It gives you more of a white incense smell. So not a real dark, sticky, ashy, but more of that light, almost like you're burning like a resin or something like that. Something a light resin though, not a real heavy dark resin. So to just round off that the note explanation, you're gonna get a fresh, spicy, very slightly smoky, extremely citrusy, slightly sweet fragrance. Now, let's get to what you guys have been waiting for, and that is performance, right? Everybody likes performance. I myself am a sucker for performance. I don't usually buy a fragrance if it doesn't perform. That's just me, because for the money you're going to spend, you can find something that's actually going to last and get you compliments and get you noticed. Will this do that? Absolutely yes. This is a compliment beast. And we'll get into all the specifics, but first let's get into longevity. So longevity, you're looking at 8 to 10 hours. Yes, 8 to 10 hours off of a very affordable designer fragrance. 8 to 10 hours. It's going to be 8 for sure if you hit your close, and 10 if you spray more than 3 sprays. You're getting 10 hours all day. Projection is very, very good. It is a little over the moderate, so you're going to be projecting a good. Actually, the projection is kind of beastly. The projection, you're going to be projecting for like at least 2 hours, at least. If you spray this a lot on you, don't do it, because you'll be projecting into the future. You will be projecting into Madagascar somewhere. You will be projecting, into people's souls. So just be mindful of the sprays. The projections like anywhere from 2 to 3 hours very easily. You're going to have a scent bubble around you the entire time of the fragrance, but when it pushes, it's going to push real hard within those first 2 to 3 hours. Oh man. So as it dies down, as it settles on the skin, you get a little more smokiness. The yuzu calms down just a little bit because it's a very sharp yuzu when it comes out the bottle. But all around, this is a hammer of a fragrance, man. This is a bomb. So direction sillage is demonic. We're talking about demonic sillage on this. This baby is going to follow you wherever you go. If you pass somebody, I remember earlier I took off my shirt to to clean up and stuff, and put my shirt, I hung it up, and I walked past it. And as I walked past it, and this was like after like a good 5 hours, I walked past it. I'm like, damn, something smells good. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I sprayed on that ISSEY MIYAKE earlier. So man, I'm telling you, the performance is great. Okay, so let's get into scenarios. What kind of scenarios? This is easily a workhorse for the spring. I say the spring because it does have dark components. So if it gets really, really hot, This could be a little cloying. It could be a little too much in the heat, but on a summer night, this will work. Um, also, this, I would say if you tone down the sprays a lot, like maybe go one or two, could be office friendly for sure because it has that very pleasant, fresh sweetness. See, man, I'm messing up my words. Very pleasant, fresh citrus sweetness. It also has a little bit of that spice, but it's not a raucous spice. It's not like a, it's not a booty spice. It's very, very fresh spicy. Could you wear it on a date? Yeah, you could definitely wear this on a date. I would say go for a daytime date with this though, especially maybe summer night date. You could wear this, but this to me seems like it would be more befitting of a day date if you were on like a spring day where it was slightly cool, but the sun was out and you had on something nice, and you wanted to make a good first impression, and maybe she's not really into the super dark, complex, heavy, sweet, gourmand, leather, smoke fragrances, and she just wants something that's kind of, a little more mainstream, but at the same time unique. This is that kind of fragrance. This could also be a daily driver if you just get outside, and if you're just going places and taking care of business. This could work as just a signature scent. I'm looking forward to getting much more from this house. I have my eyes on a few different ones. I definitely want to get the original. That's the only thing. I didn't get the original. This is the third flanker, I believe, of the L'Eau d'Issey line. But I mean, I'm a fan. Like this really, it's really just it blew my mind because I'm not that big into designers. I know a lot of people are. More power to you if you are. There's nothing wrong with that. If I had that kind of money where I could just go out and buy high end designer fragrances and review them on the channel, I might. I can't say that I wouldn't, but just for the price you pay versus the quality you get, and then all the other things that go along with it, with the way things are today, um, you know, the price of food, the price of gas, the price of clothing, like living, it's just, to be a fragrance enthusiast today, you have to kind of, at least for myself, you have to kind of be a little realistic. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got on this one. This is a very, very nice fragrance, man. I can't say it enough. I look so much forward into the other parts of this line. This just blew me away. Anyway, you guys, help me out. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. And you can do that by liking, subscribing, interacting, and commenting in the videos. It really does help the channel. It actually inspires me to do more videos. When the sub count just kind of stops, I don't feel like making videos. I feel like I have a lot of personal goals. So it's like I have other things I'm trying to do throughout the day. I understand that there's a ton of fragrance videos out there. So I don't feel all that motivated to be like, okay, I'm going to get up and set up the tripod, make thumbnails, and do editing and blah, 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 when nobody is subscribing, liking, or even watching the video. So, it does help push the content forward. So if you want to see more videos, just like it. It makes me feel better about doing this kind of thing. Anyway, you guys have a great night, and till next time, as always, peace.